Hey guys, how's it going? Let me get that microphone back over here. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I don't know if I like that one. How's it going? I don't know what I'm checking out. I'm just playing with the stickers just to see what they have on them. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at the little eyeballs. How's everybody doing? Sorry I'm late today. Very busy day. Hi, Victoria. Good to see you on YouTube. Hey, Risque. I'm doing great. Glad today was a holiday. So glad it wasn't a work day. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. Good to see you. Hey, Glow. Hey, Grow Glow. Hey, April. Good to see you. The ones on YouTube are getting 2 views. They get the CPT book that I'm looking in right now, and they also get the practice exam question. TikTokers, I don't have the studio yet. Hopefully I can get studio, but one of these days. Hey, Sass. She's one of my coders, my subscription coders. I keep meaning to change the name from crew to coder because she's one of the subscribers. Good to see you. So is Tequila. Good to see you. Mom's off duty. That's so cute. Awesome. Thank you for the 200 likes already. Tapping the screen does help out. Lets everybody know that we're on. Since I'm late, I redid the workshop today and got it posted. So hopefully everybody got the link and they're able to view it. It actually had more information on it than the one that I did on Sunday. So that's kind of cool. But it is posted and everybody that pre-purchased should have access to that one for sure. We have one of our TikTokers who took their exam today. We're waiting on pins and needles to see how she did. I hope she did really well. Almost 1,000 likes already. Yay. Awesome. Good to see you guys. All right, let's see what we can mark up in this book real quick while I'm waiting on for everybody to show up. I've got some practice exam questions and then we'll do some Mohs surgeries. So we'll practice on those again. Right now I'm in the 2023 book. And we're just, dropping remote controls. I'm just marking up the do nots. Got one column done. Let's do another column. We had one volunteer. We've got some answers already on TikTok. Anybody on YouTube know the answer? Hey, S. Lake. She's one of my YouTube subscribers. So is Victoria and Lorraine. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Hey, Jessie. Good to see you too. She's a TikTok subscriber. Some more do nots. watching on both. Victoria is sass. Oh, look at her. She likes to see both pages. That's awesome. This one's got two do nots right underneath each other, which is funny. Mark those up. Get that in the better view. There we go. That last one had two do nots, but then we also have some radiology notices. I don't like that pen. Let's try this one. There we go. You want your pens to write with barely any touch at all. Anything that notices lets you know that you're going to do radiology. Super helpful to know because you don't know if you've got that included in any of these or not, or if you can add something from the radiology department. So it's super nice when they do tell you that you can add something from radiology. So I just kind of marked those up in blue to let me know. Super helpful. Blue is for my radiology and my modifier alerts, just in case they happen to have any modifier alerts. You can come up with your own color scheme, whatever you want, if you feel like coloring them at all. You don't even have to do that. These are just my suggestions. I thought it made my exam a lot easier. And then, where's my highlighter? Did I drop that too? Nope. Okay, good. Anything that's in a parentheses in a CPT description, I highlight. I don't highlight what's different from the mom and the child. If a code actually says at the very tippy end that's not in a parentheses, not elsewhere specified, I also highlight that, but that's it. I look for anything that has a parentheses, those two little C things that close in something. That's what I highlight. Other people do other things. You are free to mesh all of our techniques together or do none of them. When a CPT code descriptor actually tells me it includes radiology, that's another area that I do blue in. So I just saw one. Which one was it? Right here. R 36597. See, it says under fluoroscope guidance. I just underline that. Just like I would a parenthetical that tells me when to use a modifier. This one, I underline it too. So this one just says under fluoroscope guidance. I wonder why it says for fluoroscope guidance use 76,000 when it already is included. I wonder if that's a typo. That's interesting. Sitting here auditing this. This book drives me nuts. I wish it was already done like the ICD-10 one, because the ICD-10, they color code the differences between them. Now this one says including fluoroscope, and it does not have that parenthetical under it. This one doesn't say including, but it says under fluoroscope. So it must mean there's a difference between the words under and including. That's just kind of interesting. Very crazy. Anything else on here? We got some Venuses. Oh yeah. So I keep the cardiology, or anytime anything mentions a vein, a venous, or ventricular, I circle that word in blue. I think it helps me out in deciding which answer is correct. Let me let you TikTokers see my page. Sorta. There we go. I think it helps out because a lot of times just the differences between knowing whether you're doing something in a vein or an artery is half the battle in cardiology. So that's what I'm doing. And if a code says it is without something, I put a line through whatever it says. That way I don't confuse. A lot of codes will say the without way over here, but then your code, when you're looking up these numbers, because you're rushing, really rushing from one number to another number, you might think that it includes that subcutaneous port or pump if your eyes don't linger all the way over there. So anytime it says no, does not include, then I mark it out. I think there's no reason for it to even be there. There's some more Venuses. So everything on this page, it looks like, is all Venus stuff. So that's helpful. We're not in any arteries, aortas. Seems like everything is venous over here. This one's vascular. All still, I just keep in with the back of the book, color coding from Appendix L, that same section. Let's see, what else did I miss? What about this one? This one's venous too. So yep, everything on this page, every single CPT code had a word venous or ventricular in it. There was one that had vascular, yeah. So that's helpful. Do we have any more do nots? We had one not elsewhere classified, so be sure and highlight that, because those are usually not picked for an answer during an exam. They like more specific codes, so that's helpful. All right. Scarlett is saying something about and really using the cardio appendix in the back. I got you on that. I can help you with that. How many questions are usually on the exam? Ooh, I got you on that one. I actually have something I can pull up really quickly for that. I don't know if my YouTubers will see this, but right there is a lovely list. You can go to the AAPC website. You can research all of this, but that's a handy dandy little sheet that's got the total number of questions is 100, and this is how many questions are in each section. Sorry, that camera's pretty crappy for screen on screen for YouTubers. But if you were in the workshop today or Sunday, you could have gotten a better copy of that. And I'll make sure I post this on my website at medicalcodingbyjen.com. I have a new tab on there. I haven't shown off yet, but if you do go to my website, medicalcodingbyjen.com, I have a new tab that's called Shared Gallery, which is where you can go for quicker access. Of course, they're all in my Discord group, but you can go here for all my one-click pictures, how to get rid of your apprenticeship. Can I write my books? Yes, that's a copy of what's on AAPC's website. It says yes, you can. It's actually encouraged. This is the ADA forms. This is what to do to your books to keep your pages from falling out or breaking. Stuff to send, how I fix my ICD-10 guideline books. More anatomy pictures. There's that list, it's already on there, of how many questions and other great things that are on there. So that's a brand new tab I just put in on Sunday. So hopefully you guys can go look at all that on that website. You're welcome. Yep. Only 5 on ICD-10. Now, it may feel like more because look at your guideline questions. There's 7 of them. some of your ICD-10 questions might be disguised as ICD-10 questions. It may feel like they go on forever. 7+5, because one of our guidelines is like, when do you never use a T code first? Or when do you always use a T code first? Or when do you use symptoms first versus an external cause? They might be in a format where you see R and R as A and B, and then you might see C and D as 2 T codes. That's actually a guideline question, but you won't know it. You'll think it's just an ICD-10 one. But anyway, it can seem like you're doing more ICD-10s, but they're actually guideline questions. But we only have 3 HitPix questions. But again, it can seem like there's more because your compliance and regulatory ones, right there, there's 3 there, can be HitPix questions. So and then your E&M questions, you think you only have 6, but those 10 case studies, you could actually have 16 E&M questions. So a little crazy, a little fun. All right, let's see if C is the answer for this one, and it is. Good job, guys. Good job. There's the definition for all of those different kind of radiologies, just in case you'd love to have all the definitions of them. Good job, Felicia. Yeah, I know it's late, Charisse, I know. But I've been, I went live at noon because I had to redo that workshop. And then, yeah, I know it's 7:45 here now in Arizona. So I've basically been live for a really long time, but yeah, we will get back on track on Wednesday. I'm sorry I was an hour late today. I had a lot to do after the workshop, and then I forgot to eat all day, so it got to 6:30 and I was like, I gotta eat or I'm gonna pass out. I'll never make 2 hours more of classes. So I went and made some turkey burgers. Love it. All right, here's our next question. I don't know how long it is till I got the answer. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Our next question, and I don't know if that's a word. Is that how you spell codable? I went back and forth between code with an E and code with an A. What the heck? I don't know. I don't know if I spelled it right. I just told Word to leave me alone. I don't even know if it's a real word or not, but I don't know if it's a real word, but it's there. Which of the following is a codable device? Like CPT, codable. You took your exam today, and I bet you do. I'm surprised you're awake. I would be in a chair covered up with a blanket, sucking a thumb or the straw of a drink. One of the two. That exam is nothing to think lightly of, guys. It is something you have to recover from. It was worse when it was 5.5 hours and 150 questions, I think. 4 hours is still traumatic. You guys, I just feel so bad for you. I have a notice today. What did I do with it? Somebody named Miss Kelly on TikTok sent me this message today. Speaking of TikTok messages, oh my Lord, if you order something from me, from Etsy or my website, please, please, please don't message me on TikTok expecting customer service advice on TikTok, or even email me. No, go to the website that you ordered something from me, like Etsy or my website, and message me there, because it's tied to your payment, and it's tied to you know, I know there's customers on those two sites. So they get priority. I mean, no matter what, I'm going to go there and check messages quicker than I am on anything else. Like my website, I have 3,000 people on that site, but on TikTok, I have 20,000 followers. It's like I got 20,000 messages. So if you're looking for customer service, please message me on the site where you purchase something. Don't try to reach out to me on social media. You can, but first contact me on those websites. I guarantee you get service. I'll reply to those messages. Just, yes, please message me there. Anyway, this lady, Miss Kelly, messaged me today on TikTok, and she said she passed, and she only studied 4 hours thanks to my tips, and everything worked, and she passed. So isn't that awesome? Love it, love it, love it. Here's our message. Had to show that off today. But I also got somebody mad at me because I didn't reply to their TikTok message in timely manner. And I'm like, what? You're a customer? What? You didn't message me where you bought it? Yeah, if you're having trouble downloading anything, please message me on either one of those sites. Troubleshooting that is often, you know, an issue sometimes. Usually not on my website. Etsy's the one that's a little tricky for some reason. People don't understand that nothing comes in their email. Like those files are too big to email. Nothing will come in email. The only thing that comes to you in email is just a notice. Hey, your document is ready to download on the site where you bought it. So you go to the site and you go to your purchase history and you click on the picture of the item and it automatically downloads your PDF. But it gets tricky sometimes on Etsy because you need to be in a desktop mode, not on a cell phone mode. So it drives people nuts. They're trying to download on their cell phone and it doesn't do as well as my website does. But anyway, my website, they're cheaper on my website, and I don't have to pay Etsy fees. So just so you know. Oh, I am a bad test taker. April, I am the worst. I can know the material with like my children's date of birth, but I can go to an exam room and the question is, what is my firstborn's date of birth? And I'll stare at it and not remember it, have uncontrollable brain freeze and not be able to answer it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's amazing. It's stressful. It is. It really is. This is an example of one of the possible test questions. Yes, absolutely. Because one of them, you know, depending on whether it's Medicare or commercial payer, they'll probably add in something like that. Which one is codable? Which one would you actually code? Which one would we not code? Do we code for sutures in the doctor's office? What do we code? If we're post-operative, you will absolutely get questions like this. That's covered under global care for a patient, and you would not bill for that because they're in their post-operative happy period, which can be 1 day, 10 days, 30 days, or 90 days. Or even OB care, you know, for 6 to 8 weeks, depending on what your post-operative period is. It may be a little bit childish, but written in a different way with real words in it instead of codable. Of course, it is a codable question, one that would be on the exam. Absolutely, for sure. There's your answer. It is pacemaker, and there's your rationale for the other things too. Incidental materials are not coded, like steri strips, stuff like that. we don't charge for the stitches. We would charge for the repair, that kind of stuff. So that covers the stitching material. That's what they mean by this question. All right. Cardiovascular. Combining form, which one defines the word or acronym as hard? It usually does change, but most times I see patterns of 3. You take exam B today. If you take it again, you're going to get exam C. And then you take it the 3rd time, you get B again. That's a pattern that repeats itself often. You never know what you're going to get. It's totally random. Everybody on TikTok is saying D. What about my YouTubers? Anybody got any ideas on the answer for YouTube for this question? I'm going through the messages to see if you're answering on both platforms too. Hey, Twinkle, good to see you. That was for Vanessa. Thank you guys for the 6,000 likes and the 2 shares on TikTok. Thank you for the thumbs up on YouTube. Really appreciate the support. Here's the definitions for all 4, in case you wanted that. You did the class yesterday in Zoom. When can I rewatch it? You can rewatch it right now. Everybody's already got the replay emails. I use the email that you attach to your payment methodology. And everybody got an email. I watched them go through. There was one person whose did not go through because their email address was invalid, and it's that one. Whoever that is, theirs did not go through. I got, let's see, all my cents. All these went out all the way. There's so many cents, over 150, and I went through each one and made sure it got delivered today. All of those got sent to everybody. If you haven't yet, think you've gotten it, please go to your mailbox, switch your mailbox settings to all mail, and look that way. See if you got it there. I'm watching YouTube on my TV and answering on TikTok. Oh my goodness. Lord, I can't imagine me being on somebody's TV. Wow, just came across you. How does this work? I teach for free Miss Customs Crafts here on TikTok Monday, Wednesday, Fridays to help people pass a medical coding certification exam so that you can be a medical coder. I promote and like AAPC because you can purchase 2 tries at the exam. That way you can take it in person or online, but you can have 2 attempts for 1 price. You don't need any prerequisites. You don't need any college. You don't even need a high school diploma as far as I know. And you can just pay for a membership, pay for your exam taking, and then if you do pass, you are with the most national recognized medical coder certification there is. If you go to Indeed or Glassdoor, you can search CPC. You'll see how many jobs open up. You can go to other certification exams and you can search theirs, and you won't get as many returns. So that's all I'm doing. I'm not paid by them or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I thought was the best option. I try to teach you as much as I can, free as possible, just to help make a difference in your life so you can get a better job for you and your family. I'm not here to make money. I'm volunteering my time. I'm just some lady on the internet. So I like to teach you from the exam point of view too, which is unique, instead of teaching you how to code, because coding will be 150% different once you get a job at each location. So they'll teach you how to code at their location based off their contracts, policies and procedures, and the guidelines per health plan, which will all change with no matter where you go and whatever you do. So don't worry about that. You just need your certification. So that's what I'm doing, Miss. So they refund? No, you do not get any refunds. If we pay for 2 attempts and I pass the first time, do I get a refund? Oh, no, 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 no. Also, you can't forward or donate your second attempt to somebody else. You will just lose. I guess it's that extra $100 you just push on top of it to pay for the extra exam. I mean, it's either pay $3.99 for 1 attempt or $4.99 for 2 attempts. Go on and buy it. Spend the extra money. That way you can go in for your first attempt less stressed. You can at least audit the exam, know what to expect for your second attempt if you don't pass, and then you can stress for your second attempt, okay? Yeah, just saying that. Oh my gosh. S. Bubbly just bought all of her, she just finished all of her prerequisites with the AAPC course. None of that you needed. And also, if you watch some of my TikTok videos, I have the director of AAPC Education Department who says that that course is not built to help you or show you how to pass the certification exam. It's kept completely separate. So learning how to pass that certification exam is its whole other thing. Nobody teaches except for me. So anyway, you keep at it. And you save every single one of your practice exam questions from your prerequisites and your course, because you're going to need those. Copy, paste them, put them in a Word document, save every single one of those from your chapter reviews and your final exams. You'll need those. Keep those. Super helpful. And I know somebody's saying question, please, but then they didn't put a question in, so I don't know. Maybe she did. Can we purchase a replay of that workshop? Probably. I just need to post something up online. Let me do that. If there's an interest for that, I will do that. It's okay if you have no experience in coding. Thanks, Twinkle, for answering. You just need a 70% to pass. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You don't have to thank me. I'm just happy to help. I want to make a difference. I hope you guys help. If you don't get the email for the replay of the workshop after you purchase the workshop, just go to my website, message me there where you purchased the workshop, and I will make sure you get the link. Plus, Twinkle's around to help too. I just haven't set her up an account so she can see what I see on my end. I got to figure out how to do that. Anyway, please go to my website and message me there. And a lot of times I am fixing you guys' email addresses. When you set up my account, please make sure if you're on my website to put in a valid email address, double check it, triple check it. Sometimes I find y'all put in a different address, email address, when you're purchasing something and you want to reply, but then it's a different one when you set up your original account. All that interferes with me sending you links like this. It all should flow naturally without any issues. Sometimes I see a .com instead of a .com You know, just make sure your fingers are hitting the right keys, please. But that's okay. I can fix it if you just tell me what the email address is, but don't tell me anywhere else other than on my website, because I can't keep track with whose name goes with what, because y'all have different names on my website, different TikTok names, different YouTube names, different Discord names. It's fun. Different email names. Oh my Lord. But yeah, just message me where you purchased it. Thank you guys for sharing and tapping on the screens. You start your externship soon. That is so exciting. I used to allow externs in my clinics. I used to run 4 of them, and I loved externs. Loved it, loved it. Loved giving them the opportunity. Loved having them in there. Loved it. All right, let's check out our next question. I'm rattling on too much. I got so many good questions for tonight. All right. In the CPT manual, sections are divided. For a spinal block injection, what section would you code from? It could be tricky. Surgery and pain medicine or anesthesia? Why does it say anesthesiology? But it's ridiculous. I would have just said anesthesia. Okay. Miss Anna wants me to post an opportunity to purchase the workshop. I want to make you something like a downloadable PDF for it. So let me create something for tonight. And then it'll also at the bottom of the PDF have the link that you can click on and the password. I was working on something on this workshop where I had the changes on the E&M codes right here. I'm not done with this yet, but it's what code it was in 2022 and then what code it will be in 2023, all on one sheet. I gotta edit this and make some more corrections and stuff. So let me finish this and then I'll post that up, and the ones that purchase afterwards will get this as their item that they download with the clickable link, and then they can watch the video. But also the ones that purchased it, pre-purchased it, I'm going to send it to you guys too. So I'm just got to finish that document for you guys. Okay. This one, we got an answer. I've got A's, C's, and D's. And on YouTube, I have A's and B's. Ooh, we're all over the place. This is a good question then. Look at one. Look at one. She's awesome. Yeah, workshops are once a month. You get the replay for 90 days. After 90 days, I download the video, post it onto YouTube for the YouTube membership subscribers to be able to watch. I don't know. I get a lot of stress with the workshops. I used to try to do them twice a month, but I get a lot of emails about I don't get the link, I didn't get the link, I don't have the link, I can't watch the video. I get told that I have poor preparation or whatever. It's just a lot of stress. I'm like thinking about eliminating them too. You know, I could just do more free classes and not do workshops. That way, because people get real heart set on paid stuff, so it's stressful to deal with. You know, I don't even like taking people's money for any of this anyway, and then it's stressful. So I don't know. So before we say we're going to do one a month, goodness gracious, I already do one in April because that's my birthday month, and that one's free for everybody, and then I just post it directly on YouTube for everybody. I may just have to do something like that because it's just, I'd rather keep it nice and friendly with you guys instead of disappointing people. I don't like disappointing people. That's the hard part. And I'm trying my best. Trying my best. I don't know if that makes sense, you know? I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or anything. I'm just here to help. And I don't like disappointing people. It's hard. Yeah. And then keeping up with all the emails. Nobody gets their, one or two, and then I get posts all over YouTube and TikTok and everywhere it says I never got my email, and it's just like 99% of them get their email, but then that 1%, and they get so mad, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could make it 100%, wave my wand, everybody gets their email, and they know where it is, but nothing isn't fail safe. Yeah. I love you guys, and it just hurts me to know that I disappointed anybody in any way. Anyway, that's just my own thing I need to get over, I guess. This one is Anesthesia, guys. I know I tricked some of you guys on this one for sure. This one's Anesthesia. And then I have to deal with Zoom, and it totally did not record 4 hours of a Zoom that I did. And it totally lost it. It recorded 32 seconds of it, but 4 hours totally gone? That's ridiculous. I could just record it directly to YouTube and not deal with Zoom anymore. And that's not the first time they've lost things, so that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, I'm trying, Tiffany. I've been doing this for, April will be 2 years. I've been trying to help people get their certification, and I've helped thousands. It's so fun. It's awesome. How is it anesthesia? What are we dealing with when we're dealing with a nerve block, a spinal block? Think about you ladies when you go into OB and delivery. Who do they call in to do your spinal block? The anesthesiologist, right? That is to do your, mine never did work. I don't know who my anesthesiologist was, but I'm also partly redhead. I'm like that dirty blonde redhead type. My oldest son is total redhead. My dad's redhead. So redheads have an aversion to anesthesia, where it takes more to get us under. But the interesting thing is IV anesthesia, like 1/10 of a dose will knock me out. But dental anesthesia and spinal anesthesia does not work on me at all for any reason. They could fill me up with tons of it and it doesn't work. It's so weird. Redheads are weird. Yep. Yes, Gonzo. I've got to post something up and I've got to work on a document. But yes, give me a chance and I'll get that posted so y'all can purchase. Aw, thank you, Go-Kart. Don't give up. See, you're going to make me cry now. No, I couldn't. I'd rather just give it all away than stop, because I gotta help you guys. I gotta help you guys. That's for sure. That's for sure. You guys are awesome. All right. RH factor. This is what I have. I have RH negative blood and it's O negative blood, so they call it alien blood. Not from this planet, they claim. You're welcome. Oh, I'm so glad you found me, Jazz. That's awesome. I'm also streaming directly on YouTube where you get an extra view of my books. So you can go to medicalcodingbyjen.com. If I'm working in my notes or doing anything in my CPT book, you'll get to see the screen divided into 2 for that. So it's kind of cool. Your sister's RH negative. I'm RH negative too. So we've got a C on YouTube, another C on TikTok. Thank you, all things. I hope this retake works great for you. We have 2 people that took their exam, I know today, told me some of the same things that have normally on the exam. Not a lot has changed. I do have one update on E&M, which is kind of cool. Let's see what our answer is. It is C. Very good, guys. Good job. Let's see what our next one is. Key roots, root words for lab and path. Which one means life? On January 28th, Tanya, do you have the 2023 CPT code book? You have the 2022? Okay. There is a new exam question. For this chart about principal care management, they could ask you a question on this chart. I have a document on my website at medicalcodingbyjen.com that will help you turn your 2022 book into a 2023 book, which I highly recommend for this one question. They had a principal care management service done, and it was by a physician. So that's the pink lines. The yellow is clinical staff. But all it was you needed to look up the time. There's a difference between these 2 charts on this 2023 book. It's on page 53 if you have the 2023 book. This one's called Principal Care Management Services, and this one's called Care Management Services. Principal was used, and then you just needed to look up the time. Keep in with your physician, and then they told you what the answer was. Just pick out the answer that's listed right there. I white out my times ones because I don't like them, but this little thing was on there. From what I hear from a birdie bird, which is kind of neat. Just something to watch out for. Don't worry about that being embarrassing. I've met people who have taken it 13 and more times before they met me. That just means you're not a quitter, and that's awesome. That's just great. You know how many people will take it twice and never come back? You're going to get there, and it's not you, it's the exam. They literally hire psychologists to write the words on this exam to trick you into picking the wrong answer. They know human nature. That's why I like to teach you guys to not read the questions, take away all your human nature with all these questions, and avoid it like it's the plague. Don't read nothing in those questions unless the CPT codes or the HitPix code or the diagnosis codes tell you to look for that thing out of the question. That's it. Don't you dare read those questions. Only let the codes tell you if you need to read something out of that question, whether it's a date of birth, whether it's abdominal or laparoscopic, if it's incarcerated, or there's certain things you're just going to go look for, but that's it. You're not going to be reading those questions. You got to avoid it at all costs. All right, guys. Thank you for almost 10,000 likes and 4 shares on TikTok. Twinkle is working it. Let's see what our answer is. It is a good job. And there's the answers for all of those in case you need them. All right. CPT codes can consist of which of the following? All numbers and letters, either all numbers or all numbers and a letter, or all letters. Good gracious, what a mess. There's lots of people that are right there with you, Lorena. Don't worry about that. I've got B's and C's and an A. Anybody else? Twinkle is answering questions on both. Girl, she's on YouTube and TikTok, answering away. Thank you so much, Go-Kart. I got a lot of various answers. Only one on YouTube. All numbers. Well, we can look in our CPT book and we can get to some codes that have numbers and letters in them. We can even be up here in the immunizations. Some of these vaccines have numbers and letters in them. So don't forget about that. We've got lots of codes in this book, and some of them do have letters in them. So we are going to answer with C. It's okay, Nikki. It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. I'd rather you get them wrong with me because you won't forget it next time. And if you do see that question on the exam, you're going to know right away, oh yeah, Jen taught me that. It's perfect. If I just sat here all day long and nobody got anything wrong, it would be so boring and I wouldn't feel like I was doing anything correct. So don't think anybody's going to judge for that. It's awesome. Throw out some answers. Be interactive because there's no better way to practice than to do that. Absolutely. Wonderful. I love this question. I didn't think about this one, and I found this one today. I love it. So diabetes has categories, and they separated them out. You remember during our workshop yesterday and today that I told y'all about the OB codes? So in the CPT book, we have some OB and delivery codes that are divided into categories like 594 is your natural birth. The 595s are all first-time C-sections, right? And then our 596s are all combo ones. They did both natural and C-section. So like if your patient had a C-section last time but they want to try natural but they couldn't make it and they ended up having another C-section, whatever the issue is, all the 96s are all those issues. First time C-sections are 95s, natural way is all 94s. Well, I didn't realize that they did that to the diabetes too. So that's kind of cool. That diabetes and its underlying conditions or overlying conditions are all separated into different categories. What do you think does this one? We've got an A, a C, and a D, and another D, A and B, a bunch of A's. We've got A. And here's the definitions for all of them. So that's really cool to have. So E8 does all your underlying conditions. E9 does your drug or chemical induced, which is cool. We know our E10 is our type 1, E11 is type 2, and then our other not elsewhere classified are all right there in the 13. So I just love the little chart. I love how they break it out. I just think that's neat. That's like an auditor's dream right there. I just love that. So the answer is A. Answer is A. The one for underlying conditions. That is A. Makes sense? Thank you for the lollipop. Whoever did that, I missed that. Thank you for the 5 shares and the 10,000 likes. That's awesome. All right. Which of the following remove urea from blood through nephrons? I think I've shared this one before, but I still like it. Sounds all fancy, but it's not. What do you think, YouTubers? I think we discouraged them on YouTube. Nobody's saying a thing. Yep, it's the kidneys. Yep, and here's what everything else does, just in case you needed those definitions. That question was on your test, Tanya? Well, heck, I'm going to copy it then, and I am going to add it to my pile of little birdies info. Let's see, where did I do with it? That I am in so much trouble for. Let's see. I closed the document. Come on, you can search. What are you searching for? Here it is. Heck yeah, I'm gonna post that. Let's see. There we go. Got it in there. Thank you much. Oops. What to do with my document? This is the one I'm on. Okay. All right. Next one, anesthesia. Remember, look at your codes first. See if there's anything you can eliminate. Look for similarities. Look for codes that are super close together. If there's nothing you can do, then run to the first code numerically first, is what I always do. 00902. See what your differences are. And then our 06 and our O. What do you think? Bye, Denise. I do have notes available for what the 2023 guidelines. I do. If you go to my website, medicalcodingbyjen.com, you can go to the shop. Underneath the shop, I got lots of goodies. Whenever it loads, my internet is super slow since I'm streaming on 3 different accounts. Hopefully I hit the thing. But there's the guidelines are there. Tons of notes. There's also, I have free guideline one-sheeters too. If you go to the CPT book prep tab right there, I have one-sheeter guideline information here too for you guys. Heart attacks, sequela events, sepsis, one-sheeter guideline tips that I made up myself. All kinds of guideline tips and stuff, all free here. Just click on the picture and it'll tell you what to do, along with whatever's in the shop too. Sorry about that. Yeah, my internet does not like me streaming multiple stuff. Everybody's saying C. I think everybody's right. Very good. Good job. Hip picks. Which hip picks modifier is for lower right eyelid? Remember, on your CPT book, you've got this cover page, the cover of the book, the big thick cover. It does have a list of some of those modifiers available for you guys to look right there. It does list some of those hip picks ones there. Gosh, I gotta get me a new one of these. This one was supposed to be super good at hyper focusing and turning things into a PDF looking thing, but you know, you can't rely on what you read on Amazon sometimes. Come on, focus. I know you can focus better. It's not like you didn't interrupt me 4 times, James. One of my kids is gatekeeping one of my other kids out of the room. She's live, you know. So funny. No, I don't sell these questions. They're not mine. They are AAPC's and tons of other companies' questions. Even some of them I write myself, but I don't do that. Yeah, I really prefer you guys go to AAPC, buy your questions from them, and practice from them. If you are going to take AAPC certification, they have the best questions. If you're going to take a HEMA, they have that study workbook that is so cool. I love that one. If you're going to do AAPC's risk adjuster, the CRC, AMA actually has a good book that has some practice exam questions, but they're all, you know, part of a copyright thing. So some people do go and copy and paste all of AAPC's practice exam questions and sell them on Amazon. And y'all know the books, y'all know those things, but I don't. It's their work. I wouldn't want to step on, you know, their toes. It's their stuff. You're welcome. I do buy it all. NHA, oh my goodness, they won't let you sit for one of their medical certification exams unless you take the course. So I don't know. I haven't bought any of their material because they make you buy the course. They gatekeep it all. And when you go look for jobs, try typing in their certification initials into Indeed and see what you get back versus what you get back with an AAPC's initials. And they don't require a course. So it's crazy. I haven't bought any of the NHAs that I know of yet, but I would love to. What's up, Nikki? All right, this question, our answer is E4. And there's the answers for all the definitions for E1 through E4. But I like to show you the questions and show you how I would tackle them if I was doing them on an exam. Right now, what I would do is I would put on blinders. I would not read one word from that question at all. I would go straight to the answers, look to see if there's any coding irregularities like modifiers that shouldn't be there, like modifier 52, or multiplying like times 3, times 6, stuff that looks weird. If there's nothing weird and they're not separated out by anything that I can associate as closer numbers than other numbers, then I just run to my first one numerically. I would run to that 99170 code. There we go. Our 99170, 72, 74, and 75. Yep, they're all in a row. Instrument based. Epi? What the heck is that? Visual function or yeah, we got that word again. I see what my one-word differences are on those codes. Then take those one-word differences. We've got this word in one of the answers. Yep, we do. That IP was in one of those answers. What is it, the 445? 75? 75 has that word in it. And just do a word match. That's all. Good night, Miss Sands. I know I kept you late. I got some Mohs surgeries coming up too that we're going to do that are my own writings of stuff. So the replay will be good on this if you're still iffy on Mohs surgeries. Hey, MK. Good to see you. There you go. Your answer is that D, the last one. And all I did was do a word search and word match. That's it. And there's the definitions and the differences for all of them. Yep, D is your answer. Good job, April. What is the highlighted word? What? What is the word highlighted? Word highlighted. I don't know. Is there a word highlighted? Oh, that right there. That's all. And it matched with what was in the CPT code descriptor for that word. You know, that stuff that they make you epicac, you know, they used to give that stuff to kids all the time, every time you had a upset stomach or something, right? Am I thinking of the right thing? You know, that syrup that makes you vomit, right? Or, yeah. It induces vomiting. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Epicac, Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. right? They used to give that stuff for you if you had an upset tummy. You swallowed the house keys or something, or a nickel, quarter, dime, or whatever. We give them that stuff to make them vomit. Sorry, guys. That one right there. That was the one word match into the question. And there you go. I hear my phone going off. Somebody's messaging me somewhere. All right, let's see what else we got. This is definitely a type of question you might see on the exam. What type of excluded notes in the ICD-10 means not coded here? Is it excludes 1, 2, 3, or 4? I don't know. How long have I been on? What's coming up? So let me see. I have 5 more questions. So when I get done with the 5 more, let's say that. Thanks, Nellie, for the follow. Is today not the 26th? It's the 16th. Oh, good Lord. I'll fix it. Thank you for letting me know. I've had a long day. There ain't no telling. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I will fix that. I need me an auditor to audit the auditor. Yeah, y'all gotta let me know. I'm not infallible. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I make mistakes all the time. Lord knows I can't watch my lives again because I'll be auditing myself and going, no, that's not right, Jennifer. That's not right. No. This one is A. I'll have to fix it after I publish it. It's okay. Oh, good. We're still running around the correct amount. 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's good. Okay. What about heartbeats? What are the arrhythmias that result in interruptions in the heart's electrical conduction? Good gracious. Thank you, Juan. Anybody got an idea on this one? Or did I stump everybody? Good job, MK. I think I stomped everybody. Heart blocks. You're matching the word heart with heart. But they kind of tricked you by having 2 F's here. So, yeah. So when you have an occlusion, you know, they do those heart catheterizations and they rotor your arteries out. You've got blockage in there. Yeah. Fibrillation is a rapid, uncoordinated contraction of the heart. That can be atrial or ventricular in nature. Flutters are rapid, coordinated heartbeats. And then, yeah. And then that's why the blocks stop interrupt or stop your electrical conduction. Your nerves just kind of quiver there, and then your muscles kind of die off. So yeah, blocks. Yay! Found a couple of questions tonight that were something new for you guys to learn, so that's awesome. This one y'all probably know. Which plane separates the body into anterior and posterior sections? And that can be found in your CPT book in the very, very front. Very front, before the E&M page. Did everybody leave? Where's everybody at? Thank you for the 10,000 likes and the 8 shares. We are separating from anterior and posterior. Anterior, posterior. We're separating those. Well, they literally don't have it on here. Well, we're going to draw it in then, actually. It is frontal. So they have it drawn right here, but then they don't have it really marked. There we go. So if I was to say anterior trunk, where would we be? Thank you, little moon. Oh, so no results, that's why. But you took it last night? Anything interesting on it you'd like to share? I hope you did so well. So then everybody will get the results tomorrow. That's crazy. You have your exam on Thursday. I hope you do so well. Mohs surgeries. Okay. These are just my own questions that I kind of wrote up. So this is, what's your answer, guys? I've given you everything you need to answer that question. So if you're in the CPT book where in 2023 book. We're on page 107. You're welcome, Jenny. Don't read the questions. Go to the answers first. Let the codes that are your possible answers tell you what to search the question for the best answer. No one's ever in the ER. No one ever gets a consult. What else? Be sure and get your integumentary stuff in line. If you did a bunch of skin tags, punch biopsies, and an excision, your excision gets coded first. Adjacent tissue transfers are always coded by themselves. Don't add another code to them from anywhere else in the book. In musculoskeletal, know whether your fracture is open and closed, but also know if your procedure to fix that is opened or closed. There's a difference. So where in the body is the posterior trunk? Where is that? Where is the posterior trunk? Yes, you can use the 2022 study guide. Except for the E&M section there, some of it. But other than that, yes, it's perfect. Thank you for the roses, Sonia. Anterior trunk is your back. That is your backbone, your spinal area, that's your back. So, are we an 11 or are we 13? Back side of the body. Posterior is back. Buttocks, kind of, sort of area, but up above it because we're in the back area. So this is a 13. Perfect. That's all we have to code for the first part. We had 2 stages. What does that tell you we need to code? What goes along with 13? I got 2 stages. Do I need to code the 14 or the 12 with it or not? Yep, we had 2 stages, so we are going to bill our 14. Now, because we have our stages, we had slices from our first stage cut into 4s, and then our second stage, we had things cut into 6. Do we add 15 or not? No, it doesn't depend on the location. We've already done the location. We've already done the stages. The next thing it depends on is just these factors right here, which is how many slices we cut our blocks into, which were our stages. Yep, be sure and know whether you got right or left, for sure. If either of these numbers are higher than the number 5, then we use our 15 code. So this would be our answer for this one. We do not add these numbers together. If this one had been 4 also, then we would not have used the 15. But since it was 6, we do. Hold on, my child is bugging me. Do I have them there, or I gotta go get one? I gotta go get one. Hold on. You're just so excited for school tomorrow. Wash your face? No. Come back when you finish taking that peeling. Come get your wipe so you can wash your face. All right. Let's do our next one. This has everything you need in it to answer. Are we an 11 or a 13? For this body part. Are we a 17-3-11 or a 17-1-13? You got oculus grooves in your hair, dude.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. It looks just fine. Pick it up. Don't let it spill all over that cat tree. You'll ruin it. No, it's already spilt, honey. Pick it up, go fill it back up with water, and go get a towel to dry up all the water you just spilt.
Okay.
No, son, there's a towel right there. Lord help, I'll be right back.
Get out of here, get out.
Yes, I do have to get up because you're going to ruin my cat tree. You're going to get all that water underneath it, and it's going to ruin it. Go fill it back up, honey. The cats have to have their water. We have water right here. Why are you keep running off? Mom's got water in the room. I've got everything in. Go down there and put everything. Yep. Left flank is the side of your chest. Armpit sort of down to your waist area. So we are going to do our 13. We had one stage. Are we going to bill our, let's see, our 14 or 12? Are we going to bill our 17314 for one stage or 112? Read the CPT code descriptor for 14. It says each additional stage. Did we have an additional stage? No, we only had one. So we will not bill the 14 or the 12. Nope. Good job. Now our one stage was cut into 4 slices. Do we bill our 15 off of that? No 12. Nope. Yep. So our total answer for this one, for a left flank, one stage, with that stage cut into 4, is simply just the 17313. That's it. That's all there is to it. If this number had been 6 or 7 or 8, anything in those areas, we would have added the 17315, but only if the number is bigger than the number 5. Anything less than that for any stage does not get a 15. All right, and lastly, last question of the night is this one. Sheet gets us what? Are we 11 or 13? Those two codes are always decided first because it's just dependent on our location. $11 or $13? Anybody on YouTube? I forget they're on a delay. Yep, we're going to be at 11. What about our next one? Are we going to bill 12, 14, or nothing for 2 stages? If we have 2 stages, are we going to bill 12, 14, or nothing? Good job, guys. For each stage being the number 4, are we going to add our 15 or not? I know, Michelle, it takes some time. Don't worry, I go over this about every 2 weeks. Keep watching. You'll get the hang of this. Mohs surgeries have their own set of guidelines, which is separate from the rest of integumentary, so it does get a little crazy. But the cool thing is, I don't know if you have a book or not, but all you got to do is find your body part first in your question, and that'll tell you whether you're 11, or if you're 13. Because 13 only does trunk, arms, and legs. All the rest of the body parts, including tendons and bones and cartilage, are all up here in 11. So anything other than trunk, arms, or legs goes up here. And arms and legs does not mean hands and feet. That's different. Hands and feet are up here. So all you got to do is pick body part. And that's where 11 and 13 come into play. If you went back to the body and cut anything off 2 times or more, that's where the 12 and the 14 come in play. 14 can only be used with 13. 12 can only be used with 11. If you went back to the body and you cut anything off, anything that you did cut off, if you cut it into 5 slides to read on the microscope, if you cut it more than 5, like 6 slides, whatever, you're going to add your 15. So if you go to the body, you cut something off of the cheek, you've got your 11. If we went back to the body and cut something else off the cheek again, that's where we're going to add our 12. If either of those times that we went to that body and we cut something off that cheek, if we slice it up and make microscopic slides with them, and if we made more than 5 slides out of the one individual chunks, each chunk, then we add our 15. And 15 can go with any one of the numbers. Just saying. But since my example has both of our stages at 4 slides, we do not add another code. Our answer is simply 17,311, 17,312, and that's it. If one of these stages was higher than the number 5, we would, like this one would have been 6, we would have added it, the 15 there, that 15 code. But that's it. Hopefully that helps out just a little bit. It's hard to see. Can you bill for signing orders? I don't know what that means. You can't bill for signing orders. You can bill for doing an evaluation, collecting a history, and making a decision to treat a patient with some orders based off the information that you gathered when you did an evaluation of a patient. But if you just want to come into your own practice and say, everybody gets a COVID vaccine, and here's a standing order that I don't have to put into each patient's chart. I don't have to evaluate them. I don't have to do anything to them. If you have a patient who walks in the door who wants a vaccine for COVID, there's a standing order from my physician. I can go give it. What you can bill then is for your syringe and your vaccine and a nurse visit. That's it. But you're not billing for that order. Do I need a consent form in order to code a visit? Not necessarily. If you're doing telemedicine with the patient, consent is implied since they logged on from home or some external device into a medical charting system, and they clicked through all those areas, turned on their camera, and are talking through a camera to a physician. Or even just typing something and typing a note to a physician saying, these are my symptoms, here's my height, weight, and my fever's been running this. And they submit it to a doctor for a doctor to give an opinion and evaluate it and give them a prescription for a UTI medicine or whatever. You don't need consent for that. It's already implied. If they come into your office and present their billing information and ask to see your physician and want you to bill charges for them, we do get consent to bill their information as a courtesy to their insurance plan. You don't necessarily need to bill their insurance. You could leave it to the patient to do their own billing. That's why billing was set up the way it is. We do it for them, and that's why you get the consent, but they're in charge of their health care. It's their health system. They pay for it. It was set up for them to do their own billing for and get reimbursed for, but now we technically do it for them and hope we get some money on the reverse end. Thank you, PB. Y'all are good at answering those questions. You're welcome. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys. I'm one pooped puppy and I gotta work tomorrow, so I haven't accomplished anything today but redoing another workshop. So I will finish working on my little document I was trying to make you guys and make sure it's correct and get this out, and then post a purchased option so that people can buy the workshop that I redid for you guys. If anybody wants to watch that sucker, it goes through all of the 17 stages of the medical coding exam, what you should know, what you should have marked, a couple of example practice questions and stuff from each section. Super cool. So if you're interested in rewatching that replay, I'll post something up in my shop so that y'all can purchase it after the fact. I hope this has been helpful tonight. I will see you guys, yes, on Wednesday to do another 2 hours free teaching. You don't have to purchase anything from me, I promise. And I hope all of you will go join our Discord group, which is super helpful. Again, it's 100% free. It has practice exam rooms. Every book is listed there with its own resources. You can post a help me, I don't understand this, in anywhere in the rooms, and people will help you. There's even job resources, study buddies, practice codes, CEU. You can see all of who I've helped in the last almost 2 years. You can sell books, get medicine terms, anatomy help, CPMA, COC, CRC, CCS, CCA help, all kinds of help in there, totally free. The links are on my website. Go to medicalcodingbyjen.com, sign up, go to the social media site page, and just click on the links. That's all you got to do. It'll toss you right into the Discord. Super helpful. I will see you guys. There's the Discord. I will see you guys on Wednesday back here. Oops, for sure. There's the Discord. We got tons of rooms, plus the main chat room that'll tell you when I'm going live. You can see pictures of my cats or boys. Just lots of help in here, okay, guys? And that replay will be in there for 90 days. It'll be available for that long, for that workshop. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. See you Wednesday. Thank you so much for the 13,000 likes and the 11 shares and whatever y'all did on YouTube too. Thank you.